Restorative justice is a process which brings a victim of a crime into contact with the offender, with the aim of helping both parties. This is the story of Steph and Ian, the man who attacked her. They are played here by actors who lip-sync their words, but the voices you hear belong to the real Ian and Steph. In 2014, a bank robber threatened to chop off Steph's feet with a meat cleaver.
He pushed me down to the ground and he began to make a gesture, like a motion, towards my feet with the knife, as if he was going to chop them off. And I always remember the only thing he said to me was, "I'm sorry, love, I've got to do this." I thought, he's going to cut my feet off. He's going to mutilate me. And at that point, I had actually accepted I wasn't going to get out that bank. I accepted there and then that at that moment, I was dead. The cashiers gave him the money, and he was distracted, and I was able to crawl into like the nearby office, the manager's office, and I locked the door. And I saw his feet run out the bank. And at that point, I just broke. That was my point of, oh my God, he's going to be out in the public. The floodgates of my anxiety just burst open at that point. I thought, he's going to go out, he's going to do it again. I could not control how I felt or my emotions at that point. The officer began, we're all here for, to talk about that day. And it started off with him explaining his turn of the events.
All I wanted was the money, and that's it. That was me. Money, jail. That was all I wanted that day. I remember getting Steph from behind or the side of her. Steph was just like bartering soul, if you want to say it like that, do you know what I mean? I had no intentions of hurt her. No intentions whatsoever.
I think the main thing he said was, it wasn't aimed at you. And that gave me comfort, because obviously I lived with this Bogeyman. And then she came back to me and she said, "Right, Steph, can you give your version of the day?" I could say to him, "Look, this is what you've done. You, just one individual, have completely wrecked my life for the last 3 years." And you could see that weight and burden suddenly go on him.
She was telling me how much I scared her and stuff, and how she thought her life was going to end on that day. To make someone else feel like that, you know what I mean?
And the fact that I could see in his face that he was so remorseful was a turning point for me as well, because I thought, I've had my say. And at the end of it, I said, "I can't forgive you for what you've done. But I really hope that you turn your life around."
It's sat with me now, still, from that meeting, do you know what I mean? I still think about it, I do. If I can stop doing what I did because of this, then I'll keep doing what I'm doing, do you know what I mean?
I walked out of that room feeling about 10 foot tall, I think, at least. And I was thinking, I was so high on endorphins, I was thinking, I can do anything. I can do absolutely anything. Restorative Justice have actually given me a new lease of life. They've given me a far better picture on the world now.